Hey, Gopher fans, welcome to another edition of Gopher Talk. Mike Grimm, the voice of the Gophers, and also with gophersports.com with you. Time to talk some spring football. Our Gopher Talk, as always, is sponsored by Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union. Chris Autman-Bell, Golden Gopher wide receiver, is in the midst of spring drills. We're, now coming up April 30th. It's not too far away, the spring game. Chris, good to see you.
Good to see you too, man. I appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, this will be great. We'll get a little catch up on how you and I talked the day that you announced that you were coming back for a sixth season, and that was your first appearance on Gopher Talk. So it's great to have a return trip. Give us an update on what it's been like since that decision, to know that you're committed to another season around your teammates and many guys that you came in with, and kind of how you're sitting that way.
It's a mix of like a bunch of emotions, from up and down. You have your days where you're down, you have your days where you're up, but I'm blessed. I'm grateful to have another year to do what I love and do with the people that I came here with. And I'm just happy, man. I'm grateful. I'm working with Simon almost every other day. Connecting with Tanner, connecting with Brev, getting better in really just all aspects of life, and just on the football field and off. So everything is literally like, I'm enjoying my time, man. I think being a 6th year and being an older guy now, you kind of sit back and you don't rush anything anymore. So I'm really just taking everything day by day and just enjoying every step and just enjoying the process. So
yeah, as now that 6th-year guy, and knowing what some of the guys that came before you did for leadership in terms of maybe taking you under their wing, and how are you trying to embrace that role? And I know you served that role last year as well, but now you're on for that another year. What do you see from the young guys, and how are you personally trying to take some ownership in their development too?
Yeah, I love it, man. I love being a guy they can come to and talk to about anything. I'm kind of like the big brother of the group. So for me, I got to lead by example every day. What I do off the field, on the field, how I practice, how I move, everything has to be a certain example and a certain standard I have to set. So it's, like I said, it's awesome. I'm glad I get to come back and lead these guys, not even just the receiver group, it's all the guys around the whole football team. So like I said, it's awesome. The receiving corps is getting great. They're getting better every day. Everything is going to be perfect. We want to mess things up, but the way that they work, the way they love to learn, the way they ask questions and just get in and work and just try this, they want to be better every day. So just seeing that from those guys and seeing the consistency of them who just want to be better every day, it's awesome, man. It's, like I said, I'm just happy to be here and be able to be a part of it.
You've mentioned Coach Matt Simon, a couple of times now. What's he meant to you in your time here, and what's that like every day going to work with him?
He's like a father to me for sure. I've known Coach Simon since 2015, 2016. He's back at Western, so it's really been like a father-son type of relationship, and I'm nothing but grateful for everything he's done, the knowledge he's given me, the mentality he's put in me. Just everything is just like I've become one of him in a way. It's like you gotta have your coach's mentality in a way. Like I have flex mentality, but having Simon's mentality is kind of one of like my best features. The killer instinct he has, the motivation he has, and just the drive he has to be great every day and not be average is amazing. And I'm nothing but grateful for it. We definitely butt heads at times just because it's just what it is. But I love Coach Simon to death. I'll do anything for that man. And whenever he talks, I'm all eyes, I'm all ears, everything. So I'm nothing but grateful for Coach Simon. I'm proud to be a part of his squad.
And now Kirk Soraka, the offensive coordinator who you came in here with, is now back. What's that transition been like to go from Coach Soraka, off to Coach Sanford, and now back to a Coach Soraka?
Like I said, I'm very glad Soraka's back. I've known Soraka as well too since 15,
right.
16 as well. So I remember him coming to my high school and watching me just run routes against my high schoolers back then. He literally said, I told him, Coach, I could run routes like literally all night for you, all night, and just keep going. So I'm glad he's back. He's literally when I think of Coach Soraka, I think of details, execution, how to do things, and just playing hard. So with him being back, we've been way more detail oriented, just way more locked into the little things and everything. So I'm happy Coach Soraka is back as well, and it's been a pleasure to work with him as well too. So,
how much have you stayed in touch with the guys then that did come ahead of you? And obviously the two big names there are Tyler and Rashad, and they're having success. How often do you stay in touch with those two?
Literally just before I got on this interview, I was texting Bait and Brev, and they said they shot him out in the interview. So shout out to Brev, shout out to Bait, shout out even Demetrius Douglas, the guy who moved on as well.
Right.
All these ugly guys. Tyler too as well. So I love those guys. Shout out to all those guys. But I keep in touch with these guys all the time. I literally just got back from a trip from Arizona with Bait. I was with Bait and Ty, a bunch of football players, Sezi, and all the guys that just came through this program and everything. It's really a brotherhood. Like it's like literally a locked in brotherhood. We really communicate every day. I'm in a chat with Bait and Ty. I got a chat with Brev, Demetrius, and Bait. It's really just, it's really like a huge brotherhood. So I keep in touch with those guys all the time. Literally watch Ty and Bates film every day to see what I can take from their game to prove to mine. It's really so much I can learn from these guys on and off the field because they're just great people all around. So like I said, it's a brotherhood. I've learned nothing but great things from all of these guys, and it's nothing but love.
And is the leadership kind of still coming from those guys? Obviously, they're at a place you want to be in terms of pro football, next year probably. And what have they kind of passed on to you about that life and about what it takes to get there? And what do you take from that?
Yeah, definitely patience. They say it's a different ball game, different league in the NFL for sure. But it's patience, taking everything every day and just being consistent with it and not just falling off and being inconsistent. Definitely being consistent, being patient. Just working every day and just not stressing yourself out. You gotta have the mindset that you can do it and ball out. So they instilled those things into my mind. Other things, just as, like I said, just being a pro before a pro, taking care of your body, eating the right way, sleeping, just giving me ideas and just the right steps to take to get to the position that they're in. So they put a lot in my mind, but it's really so much I can say and just give out that they've explained to me and taught me. So.
Well, what's your goal? What do you want to see from the spring game, from yourself and then from your team and teammates?
Hopefully I get all the reps, as a vet. As you get older, you realize that the coaches take care of you more. But at the same time, you're just like, man, I just want to go out there and compete and play. Like yesterday, we had a scrimmage and most of the vet guys didn't really play as much. And it was like, oh man, we got one drive. But at the end of the day, it's just when it gets to that point, that's when you put your energy into the younger guys and you coach those guys up through everything and this and that. So how many reps I get in the spring game, I'm really playing as hard as I can each play until I get pulled. If I don't get pulled, work on my details, releases, break points, and take everything to a certain point and just really lock into that situation. So like I said, however many reps I get in that game, I'm giving them all every play and every drive. So it's up to the coaches whether I play the whole thing or not, but I'm grateful for whatever snaps I get.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think. I think last year the starters did play quite a bit. That was
we played a lot. We played a lot last year for sure, and I'm glad we played a lot because the gold team was talking crazy that game. So, and the maroon team there was a gold team for sure. The gold team was talking really crazy that entire game, that entire week leading up. So it felt good playing that whole game and beating them. So I actually enjoyed playing that game. But hopefully, if it comes out to the same thing this year, hopefully I'll play the whole thing again. He can do it again. So.
Yeah, they're always good to create competition. Last one for you. You mentioned the brotherhood and the family nature of it. You and Tanner go back, right, all the way from high school days. What's it like to have him back too, slinging you the football and kind of you two and some others, John Michael and Muhammad and some of these guys, one last rodeo here, so to speak.
And it's kind of sad to think about. It's because it's kind of winding down to an end, but we still have so much time before that time comes. But it's awesome, man. You really get to see like the guys who kind of came in and kind of started a new program, a new era with the Rotoboat coaching and like the new coaching staff and everything. To see the guys that you came in with to start this entire process and kind of finish out that last year with, it's kind of an awesome thing to think about at times. And I got Mo in the backfield, JMS in front of him, Tanner handing him the ball, Tanner throwing me the ball outside. Like this is guys that I remember committing with and being super young with and coming in with and everything. So, and for Tanner, man, Tanner's my guy. He always my road dog. I get a lot of work in with Tanner all the time. Literally after the spring ball, we're gonna be with each other every day and lock in every day, every more and get reps in, get reps, and just connect and trust each other more. Even though we all trust each other at a certain point, but there's so much trust that can still go within us and so much learning you can still learn about each other and just where the ball is to be at, what's the timing for certain routes and everything. So it's so much that we can get better at. And like I said, that's my guy. He's getting married soon. I gotta buy my flight soon so I can get out there and get to his wedding. But I'm happy that I get to, live this moment with certain guys like them and great guys that I've grew up with basically in such a way. So they're awesome people, man. Shout out Tanner.
Yeah, and we're lucky because we get to watch along and kind of hitch on and watch. So we're
Yeah,
looking forward to it, man. Thanks so much. Good luck on the spring game, and certainly we'll look forward to next fall.
got it. I thank you for having me, Mike. Appreciate it.
All right, there he is, Chris Autman-Bell, Golden Gopher wide receiver, and our Gopher Talk is presented by Affinity Plus.